Welcome back to Ballistic High Speed. We are again out at Washington County Machine Guns. We're going to be working with Det Cord today. So on the last episode, we ended with some Det Cord. It was 50 grain. That's what this is. And this is 200 grain.
Yes.
It is quite a bit thicker, as you can see. And what are we going to be doing with it first?
We've taken some of the 200 and we've stuck it through one of the beautiful ballistic gel blocks.
Yep.
So we'll get to see the nice leading coming in. I'm not even sure what the heck's gonna happen in here. We get to see it come out.
This isn't really gonna give an analog on a person like we were testing hands in the last episode. I think this whole thing is just gonna turn fiber optic and just erupt.
Yes.
Which would be really cool.
And it's gonna be awesome.
And then after we do this, we're gonna step up the game even more to something pretty extremely brutal, which would be cool. But for now, let's get this set up, get to it.
Let's do it. Yep, give us a count.
3, 2, 1.
Oh! I mean, I spied with my naked eye that it's not in the pit.
No. We were quite a distance away. I think all of us saw it launch into the air.
We have a better chance looking where the squirrels are.
Yeah.
I would definitely say more ground disturbance than when we were using the
50 grain?
50 grain and
Yeah.
stuff. So, let's go on a nature walk. Oh, I see one.
Oh, it's black.
Pretty camouflaged.
Oh my goodness. It's almost like it was dyed that.
Oh!
What the world?
Right where that cord.
And it turned the entire block a carbon
I was expecting
color.
like liquid, but I mean, obviously it's just re-solidified.
I'm sure it was
by now.
liquid for a few milliseconds. It could have tumbled down the hill more.
Yeah.
Let's maybe go further.
Oh my gosh, look how far away this was.
You found it? What?
All the way down here.
It looks perfectly the same.
Let's get both these back topside and put them back together.
What do you think, Tread? You ever seen that before?
No, that's pretty amazing. What is amazing is they both went straight up.
Yeah. This one, of course, makes sense because it got launched, but the other one must have gotten compressed so flat it sprung back up. But they both went like the same height,
Yeah.
which is crazy to me.
You could see through the cavity.
That's so funny.
I think that's the coolest thing we've done yet.
For sure. And we're not done.
Oh no.
We got some cooler stuff to do.
Yes, so that's 200 grain versus ballistic gel block. So let's go see what that looks like in high speed.
Oh my gosh, vicious. We do get at least one frame over here and one frame over there. This explosion wanted to go right, but then that shockwave bounced it back and moved it back into
and then
itself.
it went off the block again.
Look how much it stretched out.
Holy.
There it goes. Oh, it's a mangly mess. So both pieces went up together.
It made it that high in the air before the fire naturally
Even went away.
extinguished.
That's a lot of flame.
Yeah. Oh, look, you can see the cavity through the middle.
Oh, right. I want to see what it looks like right as it's going through the center.
Oh, what is that?
What?
It like cools off?
This is the actual explosion where it's starting, but the gel is keeping it from expanding, so it hasn't reached energy potential yet. And then you get a second path where it's actually spread out enough it can start to ignite. That 6-inch tall block just stretched like 2 feet tall.
Yeah. In the last one, you could see it was catching up.
Yeah.
This one, I don't think
You can actually see
it catches up.
separation. We got Det Cord to do like 1 inch per frame. That's pretty high frame rate. Look at that cone of like, because the speed of sound in a solid, more solid than air, is faster than in air. Oh, and look at the cavitation bubbles that are forming right there. That's all cavitation. There's so much that goes on that you never see. What is that? That's it ripping apart. It finally peeled. You can see the instant that it goes.
Yep.
Holy crap. We speed it up again. That's so wild.
And it's on its way up.
That's some of the best high speed we've ever gotten, for sure.
You want to see something cool?
Yes.
It's a dummy with a necklace, but it's not just any necklace. This is 50 grain PETN Det Cord with 2 wraps going around his head because guillotines are old school. So we're gonna see if we can pop his head off with a little flare.
Yeah, if this doesn't pop his head off, we'll just find something else to do with it.
I'm gonna come down, I will manually rip it off.
Yeah. Well, let's get it done while we got some light.
Let's do it. Everyone ready? We're good. All right, ready? All right, count down and go.
3, 2, 1.
Yes! Oh, it totally worked. Got it. That is an absolute decapitation. Oh my God.
That's clean.
Yeah.
With a vertebrae left.
And then a little burning. And then I guess, well, it should have spiraled, or he said if they're close enough, they'll both
We'll
go.
get sympathetic detonations.
Well, there you have it.
Can we plop it back on?
That is,
It looked like it just like sucked that out of his head.
if we could get that off of there, we could.
Maybe not.
Okay, so this is Adam's professional reenactment.
Awesome.
Wow, well that worked perfect.
Yeah?
Well, here's the master craftsman himself.
Got Chris himself from Ballistic Dummy Lab.
How's it going?
Directly responsible for most of our success, I would say. He sends literally the best stuff.
Let's not go too far.
No? Okay. Came all the way out from California because we've got a lot more stuff to do
A lot of fun.
this week. Yeah.
Super excited.
May not be a surprise, but his skull's fractured, jaw's broken.
You think he survived?
I don't even think he felt it.
Probably not.
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh.
It has happened and has been gone, and the head is still barely moving. Those are pieces of vertebrae that have been shattered off.
That is eerie looking.
That's creepy as heck.
Man, he got more height than I thought.
It goes from the blocks to his neck in one frame. It's 9,000 frames a second. That's rapid.
That's rapid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful, crisp shockwaves moving out too. Lots of flames. That's good stuff. So this time we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 frames from the block to the neck, which using that distance, the 50 grain was traveling at 24,000 feet per second instead of 23,000.
Okay.
So somehow it's slightly faster,
a little quicker.
or we could have just been off by a tiny bit in our measurement that may have thrown it off. But either way, 20 times the speed of sound.
Over 20,000 is just...
Can we even see it spiral around his neck in this, or is it not enough frame rate? Not enough frame rate.
Not enough.
Wait a minute, did that spiral? Oh.
Yeah, it takes off from there too.
Sympathetic detonation.
That is creepy looking.
This frame rate makes relatively small explosions look huge. All those flames moving around, all those pieces of that's good stuff.
Have you ever been submitted anything like this? Because I'm sure people send you videos of what they do to your dummies all the
This is a
time.
first for this.
Yes.
I like it actually burned. This gel is hard to burn because it has a lot of moisture in it.
Right.
So the fact that it burnt that much, what would you say the temperature is on that Det Cord? More than 1,000, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's PETN.
We've still got a head to do something with, and we've still got a torso.
Yeah.
So I think we can get more use out of it.
I think we just need to jam a block of C4 into it.
We'll let Tread handle that.
Treads, that's spoilers, that's spoilers.
I can think of one more way to step this up. All right, so naturally, we're gonna up the game. We have an entire full body that we've never seen, much less used before on the channel. Chris brought one of these out, so that's super awesome. And what are we gonna do with this bad boy?
For a dramatic effect, we're going to wrap it from top to bottom in that shock tube, which is something that is used by blasters. If they need to go really long distances, you can get voltage drop across electrical cords.
Yep.
This, it doesn't matter. It can go as far as it wants. So it's going to go from top to bottom at 10,000 feet per second,
That's racing.
but it's not gonna hurt him.
Right.
It's just gonna travel down.
Yep, you could hold this if you wanted to.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
So then, to make it really dramatic, I'm gonna start at the bottom and wrap my way back up with 40 grain PETN det cord.
Yep.
And this goes off at 20,000 feet per second.
Yeah.
Except this time, it's gonna be a little more intricate on its way up.
I mean, this will give off some light. That'll really give off some light.
Yes.
And crunch him all the way up. Usually you can put it like through something and it'll blow it apart. But in this case, because we're wrapping it, it's all gonna get crunched in. I think we need to just keep wrapping them up and move back and blow them up.
Let's do it.
I think we give him a double necklace again this time and then wrap around his skull.
Because up there, it doesn't matter, that's the end.
So it goes, shock tube goes down, det cord goes up. Got it.
Beautiful.
Good.
3, 2, 1.
Oh God.
I think you were right.
He's a little messed up.
Well, immediately, I noticed the missing.
The lack of head.
It happened a good while later, but it actually just slowly.
Here's his brains. It looks like it completely disintegrated the skull too.
Got some real good lacerations.
Oh yeah, broke the ribs.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is
It
deep.
broke the elbow and the wrist over here.
So it looks like just burns on the surface, but almost all of these are a cut.
They're
Yeah.
deep. Look, I mean, look how deep that's going.
Is that shoulder deep too? Yeah, this one's real deep.
The foot and the neck show the difference between just going across and wrapped around, because that foot's completely broken
Yeah,
off.
This is.
And this knee is like
Separate
just
piece.
barely hanging on by the tendons in there, you know.
So here's like the skin of it. It's also, not only is it off, it's in half as
Oh, yeah.
well. So, I mean,
Look at that gash all the way across his back.
I mean, you bleed to death and that shit real quick.
yeah.
We could have done anything up to 400 if we wanted, but
Right.
this is plenty.
I mean, you want to keep some stuff alive, right?
Yeah.
I mean, tread doesn't, but. Well, cool.
Jesus.
Nice. God, it knocked the dust off the concrete block.
Well, if you watch the grass in the corner there, you see the shockwave propagate through it.
And then his head is just.
Oh, his head's gone.
Just gone.
The interesting thing about shock tube is it travels about half as fast as det cord.
Yep.
So we should see some fun lights going on, and then about twice as quickly this body should just get erupted. Look at his hands. He's like, Jesus Christ, that's not supposed to bend like that.
I mean, all those are breaking.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty crazy. Like Tread said, it doesn't go out. Everything stayed,
Yeah.
I mean, pretty well in that.
He's just
not
surrounded in flames. This is one of those things where you wouldn't know it happened.
Nope.
Your brain's gone. So this is 150,000. So shock tube should be pretty leisurely. There it goes.
Hanging out.
Just lighting up his bones.
Wonder how far down we'll see the.
Well, shock tube is still going down. You can see the moment it sets off, it
like
goes
he's-
all the way up through his body.
It's like he's standing over a copier.
Oh, that's menacing.
Did we get to see his face come
dead.
through?
Let's see. Oh. That's nasty as heck.
Yeah.
That did not survive at all. What's cool is you can see shockwave explosion travels pretty quickly upwards. So as this wraps back around, you get to see the shockwave push through the flames, which makes it even brighter. So the neck popping shot was pretty cool. That was a whole other level. Especially to see just how rapid that stuff travels.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Det cord's fun.
A lot of fun.
All right, hope you guys liked that video. We sure did. We learned a lot about det cord.
Yeah.
Which is basically a string bomb, essentially. We want to give Tread a big thanks again for having us out here to basically play around with these explosives, but in a very safe and legal way.
Yes.
40 grain, 50 grain, 200 grain, 400 grain, all different types of PET and det cord we've been working with here. It's a fun way to work with explosives. That's not just sticking a chunk of something onto or into something. You can actually get creative with it.
I mean, it's three-dimensional with it.
Basically. As you can see with the carnage behind us, we've got other videos that we've done here at Washington County Machine Guns. So please do subscribe so you can see more of those videos. I think that does it.
That does it for this one. We're gonna get a little more intense here.
Yeah, we're gonna stack up the amount of explosives we're gonna do in future videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, hopefully with more explosives. Let me hold on to that.